What's up, guys? I hope all of you guys are having a good morning. I literally just got started. My bad, I had that audio on. I would have started the stream a little bit earlier, but I kind of just got dozed away. Let's see. Pretty much like the regular formation that we see all the time for the first 5 minutes, right? Quite common. Good morning, Chris. I'm still expecting the move to be, continue to the upside at the moment because one, obviously we're still above our 200 EMA. We've kind of just been climbing it up. And then two, to me, this just seems like a bigger pullback. Sense that, hey, like we create a little channel, right? Channel down right here, but just lines out. Simple channel formation to the downside, but we are still holding above. Overall, if you take the bigger picture, right? This can just be bigger pullback, still creating higher highs and higher lows. Yeah, lower highs, yeah. So I think we're still in good hands at the moment. Unless we see a little sell-off that happens, then that might change the things up. But as of right now, my eyes are still going bull. So we're gonna see. Obviously, I don't want lines. Good morning, Mustafa. My weekend was good, man. How was yours? Getting that push. We also bounced off of our key level right here. I didn't really go for a play off of this even in the pre-market just because it touched it multiple times throughout the night. Again, I like to go for the first test. If we can go up here today, 33.31, then I wouldn't mind. But right now it's testing again. Things kind of rapid at the moment. Very choppy start, right? We're still holding above our key level. We're still holding above our 200 EMA. Even though we are in that little channel, again, looking at the bigger picture, right? We're still trying to make that newer higher highs, higher lows. As long as we don't break below this, we're still in good hands. Around 32.94. After that, then trend pretty much just shifts to the downside. Right now, what I'm waiting for is a break out of this little channel, the downward channel that's happening at the moment. And then from there, I want to look for a position that where we can get long. Again, I always appreciate the support that you guys give me, even though I don't ask for the likes. You guys just give them anyway. I appreciate that. Love that. So thank you. A little bit of divergence between Delta and the candles, right? Delta's is trying to push up right now, but price is pushing down. We have to see which one wants to stay in control. We might just need to exhaust the little sellers that are piling up, right? We're creating that high volume right around here between 33.09 through 33.06. That's where price is fluctuating the most. You're jumping a lot. Thank you, Enzo. Appreciate that. Finally getting that push on the market, guys. Okay, let's see. The 940 candle. Good formation. Let's see how well we can close. I'll wait for this candle to close, and then I might actually have a potential entry. As long as we can hold this. So I like the fact that Delta was just chopping around, right? As we can see down here. And then we're finally getting that little flip to the upside and that formation. The Delta's been moving up. It got choppy here. Price started to fall down. One of those Delta divergences that we look for. Doesn't happen that often, but when it does, it's a good indication. We just have to see. And it stay in control and finally make that push. Getting weaker again. Sellers are really trying to control it. Draw a morning range. It's in it right now. Annoying, right? Here, still have like 2 minutes left on this candle, so we can still wait. We have to adjust, but I think it'll be good for now. We have some sellers piling up at 33.0950. Buyers not too strong at the moment. Yeah, they are really big wicks for the especially the morning, right? I don't like that. I'm really just trying to get some confirmation. I'm trying to read the charts at the moment to see if we can break out of that channel and then continue. In about 15 minutes, we have the Fed Powell where he testifies and everything. That's gonna be pretty big deal. What else? Actually, high effective. I mean, that's what investing.com is telling me, right? I look at their economic calendar. I'll show you guys right here. This is the one I'm looking at right now. And they end up rating, on investing.com, they end up rating like the importance level. And I normally pay attention to the ones that always have 3 stars. Crude oil inventories, if you're trading crude oil, big deal. Like, very big deal. And then they do a pretty good job. Like, you can also filter. The most important for the US, Fed Chair Powell testifies. So yeah, could be some pretty big movement happening. So I might just be a little bit cautious at the moment. I do want to get in. I can get a nice algo alert, but the way the wicks are forming right now, I feel like it would be a high risk play. So it's like, gotta weigh my odds. Maybe I'll just end up going with one contract to catch a good move, but I'm not even going for the breakouts here today, guys, just because if he's testifying at 10 o'clock, then I don't think it's worth it. And the way like I see the dome reacting, that action, I don't like that either. We're in that morning range still at the moment, and might continue that morning range, high volume. So be very careful today. These are like important news times where it's just like, is it really worth the risk? I mean, if you're gonna trade like a 1 micro contract, then yeah, I get you could do that because you're not really looking much. But if I'm trading the regular ES contracts, I'd rather just, have the probability on my side, avoid the risk. So this morning I got into the stock FSLY for a long-term swing. I got filled around 92.80 and I'm trying to go all the way up to 103. I know most of you don't trade stocks too much, but I posted that in the Discord on one of my stock alerts, my personal ones that I was had on my radar. And right now I'm green, but let's see how far we can hold it. Right now, yeah, ES trying to finally get that push in. I This is one of those days where I'm like, want to risk it or not? The meeting being 10 minutes away. He's like, right now I see an algo alert forming, but it's not confirmed yet because you have to wait till candle close. I will show you the screen for that, but if it confirms, right, I gotta wait till candle close for any confirmation. But the way like the candle is forming, right, it's a big doji candle essentially, high wicks on both sides, so it's something I don't enter. Whenever there's high wicks, yeah, I'm not getting in on that trade. Even though it has potential, I'd rather wait for that meeting to be over because anything can happen. And I don't get in on doji candles for an alert. So the algo alert came in right here. Entry point is obviously 33.12.50. First target is 33.18. Second target is 33.25. My only concern here is the fact that formation of the candle, one, right? We haven't been too strong since the open. It's been high wicks on both sides multiple times. So that's why I'm not getting in on this. Maybe after 10 o'clock, maybe after we get some cooling down, maybe I might re-enter at that point. But right now, with high news coming up, I say stay away. If you see the alert on your screen, just my recommendation, don't trade this today. I normally don't trade anything with high wicks on both sides. I like to have stronger candles. Ten oh five. I mean, I don't think you'll get too much information in 5 minutes, but we'll see. I'll have my eye out on it. I'll see if I can listen. Yeah, again, we literally just broke out. This is one of the reasons I didn't want to go for that breakout this morning, just because of the way there's high wicks. There's not really a clear direction of the market. We created three big, strong green candles, and I want to go for a breakout. Sure, but high wicks on both sides, where market go either direction right now, it's something I just don't want to get into. Yes, sellers are pretty much just a monster right now. Like, look at the delta. Yeah, guys, I am not stepping into the market for a while today. I'm gonna play it safe. I don't feel comfortable with this. I'm literally gonna push my keyboard back into my desk and I'm gonna sit for a little bit because this is like the type of market where I could potentially just get burned, have to pay a pretty big amount for a loss. So it's like I'd rather just be patient and wait it out, you know. And I only take like 1 to 2 or 3 trades per day, so it's like even if I just take one trade a day, I'm happy. But some days I don't need to take a trade. I don't need to take a trade, right? It's always about making sure your losses are at minimum. People are just fighting it out right now, so I'm really just gonna have to be patient today. But in other news, I finally got that standing desk I finally ordered. It only took like 3 weeks, but I'm excited. I'll be able to build it today. Get a new room set up and everything. So that'll be fun. A little double bottom right here, as long as we can hold it. I have like 3 minutes left, so I wouldn't confirm anything just yet. You guys have any predictions on what's going to happen after this meeting with the Fed? Are we going up or are we going down? Let me know in the comments, the chat. Okay, we have Craft saying up, so that's 1% for up right now. Okay, see who can be right today. Up, down, all around. I mean, you gotta pick a side, right? We all know that market can go any direction, but the whole point right now is just pick a side, make your guess. You seriously think it's down? Okay, so we're even. So one up, one down. Let's see what others have to say as well. I want to be done with September so that the markets can go back to normal and stop this September sell-off. It's all good, Enzo. We were just asking if what you think that what's gonna happen after the meeting or during the meeting, you know, if the market's gonna go up or if it's gonna go down. So if you have your opinion, let us know. We have one person, Craft, saying it's going up, Chris saying it's going down. Kind of broke through that 200 EMA. We might have a potential to flop around here, back up, but my main concern would be this price point right here, right? 32.94. Usually whenever we break through those bigger pivot points, that's when we see a little bit of a trend reversal. And if you look at the delta for a better picture, you know, chopped around back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. tried to push up a little bit, but then sellers rapidly stepped in. Could just be nice up, down. Even in the delta, right? We haven't broken through the previous delta's pivot. That's one thing to keep in mind. If you see delta up down here, right? I'll make. You can see continuously going up, making pivots. Same rules apply, right? Higher highs, lower highs, higher lows. Sorry, and then we have everything just chopping around, chopping around, chopping around. Made that little push, chopping around, chopping around, chopping around. Big selling volume coming in here. So that will be interesting to see if we can push them back up, or most likely they'll end up pushing down. You're saying we're going back up to 34.17? That'd be nice. We can break through our overnight highs and push through. I would be happy with that. Up to 200 EMA would be around beyond 303. I mean, yeah, honestly, that's what happened with the 200 EMA. It's a nice indication of just price, just where it will bounce around a little bit most times if it doesn't go for that clear bounce. Are you talking about the 4-hour chart? Let's take a look. Or 40 minutes. Yeah, this just messes up charts all. 4-hour charts. Yeah, we're still continuing that downtrend. No, I'm pulling this up in my trading view, like analyzing on that much. So yeah, on the 4-hour charts, the 200 EMA, it's around 33.57, and right now, again, remember, for any alert to be confirmed, you have to wait for candle to finish. There's still like 3 hours and 55 minutes left on this candle, so don't worry about this at the moment. But the algo alert is forming. Might end up rushing through, right? That'll be interesting. That was just me closing one of my stock positions, just because the way the market's reacting at the moment. Rather just take away with a little profit. Yeah, Tradeovate charting is kind of annoying. I just like Tradeovate's analytics and execution. But TradingView is my favorite charting platform, just to like read, understand. Everything's nice and clear, super easy to navigate through. If we look at the daily charts, yeah, we tried to make that push, but we never broke through. So Again, invalid alert. At that point, we would have entered. We're still above, right? At that 200 EMA. Could just be a nice pullback, you know, push up. $32.90. 32.93 is right where we're at, right? Was that the low of the day? Yeah, the low of the day was around 32.91.50. That'll be interesting to see. We have these normal pullbacks, right? Like it's pretty normal. Even back here, push down, pulled up again. Same thing here, pulled up again, 3 bars, push down. This was a March sell-off, but pullbacks are part of the market. And I'm actually happy that we have a bigger pullback because then it's better for us for the long term so that we can keep investing. Obviously, when we're scalping like this, it doesn't matter which way the market's going, but I'm just like all my stocks, I care about making sure it's going long because I don't like shorting stocks. I only try to go long, so I find long position. 1 hour charts been pushing up. 4 hours kind of weak, but 5 minutes. And even though we got that alert, per our rules, we would have never entered because you know we wait for it to break by 1 tick. So regardless, we wouldn't have been. I'm happy. But I'm glad that we made the decision before everything took place. Right now, it's just selling off. I'm gonna let it do its thing and pull back in. I'll probably get a nicer alert later in the day. We were kind of just following that little channel to the downside, and we just broke through the channel. We're just pushing through. I mean, our next support level for today would be 32.88. So we'll see if we can maybe go for a quick scalp if it can come down there. But other than that scalp, I'm just gonna be waiting for a nice algo play and just get a couple points off of that. Let's see if we can get any just for that quick 1 point scalp. If it can push through, we'll probably find some buyers down here. But I will just put myself on mute just for a few minutes because I want to see if I can listen in on the meeting. Okay, no official news just yet, guys. Everything's kind of, they're just talking about, their general before they start talking. And like we were talking about before, broke through our previous pivot. Might just keep pushing. Have our support area right here. We'll see if we can get a quick bounce. Gonna be a little bit of a waiting game. down quite fast. See how well our support level holds up. Some buyers really stepping in there. Okay. If we can hit and bounce. That's all I'm looking for here. Quick, very quick scalp, right? I like the fact that it's already bouncing back. The next time it goes down, that means it's pushed through. We hit this level overnight at all. Oh, right now we're just pretty much playing off of our another previous pivot point, right? Okay, so let's see. Can we finally get this to push and then gonna bounce back already? Get a trade already or no? I'm just waiting, guys. Like, I have no words at the moment. Like, I kind of want this meeting to be finished and then, see if we can get anything out of it. Get some market movement. Yeah, I'm canceling my order now. Getting that little flip right there. Are you guys all still just waiting like me, or do you guys get into anything today? Let me know. No, you're not trading today? Okay. Yeah, this is just one of those days. It's like, if I caught that dagger at the top, that's cool, but if I didn't, I just gotta sit and wait. And this might end up being one of those days where I don't get a trade, and that's completely okay. We might get a nice opportunity. Have to wait. That's good, Chris. Did they work out for you? I hope you got some profits from that. I know you said you trade the overnight session as well, so hopefully maybe you got some nice moves from the overnight session. All micros today? Okay. Hey man, profit's still profit at the end of the day. I mean, Chris, let me know how that goes. I know you like playing the wick plays, so see how that plays out, right? But right now, I'm just sitting on my hands and just waiting it out. I just lean back, relax for a little bit. If I get an alert, I'll get a nice little noise going on. Do have some sellers stepping back in. Buyers are trying to remain strong. You're short at 32.96. Hopefully it works out for you. Little pump right there. I do see some sellers piling up on the dome, so we'll see if they can hold it and then push down for you. Because these two candles can simply be those like pullback candles and then continue that move to the downside, right? Yeah, guys, I'm pretty much just waiting right now. I don't like these big news days, man. Especially when people don't know what they want. They're just talking about like the policy, all this. Get it's important, but like when you're just waiting to trade, you're just like get it over with. Oh, I'm sorry. I leaned back because I set my mic so it's like you hear it better when I'm close to it. So when I was just leaning back and relaxing like that, my volume must have got lower. Let me just move myself back up. I mean, that's like one of the reasons I bought the standing desk. So what I might do is get like a full setup where I have like the mic standing above me. That way it's not in my face or anything like that, but it's just popping up. So got a lot of things that I gotta spend money on. But it's all exciting. Be nice, get that growth and you have that nice little following, make that little community. Two pullback candles and then pushing down. Very common, like I said. Yes. Hey, what am I getting short? But it feels like a bit overextended. I don't want to take that risk right now. Not worth. It's always good to know that other people are profiting. Yeah, NQ, man, I honestly don't like looking at the NQ that much. If I do like the micros for NQ and I swing them, that's fine with me. But like regular NQ kind of just pisses me off, especially on days like this when it'll just dump. Right? Like let's see, let's pull up the NQ chart. Like sure, there's a lot of profit to be made from it, but that risk tolerance, I don't like the risk on the NQ. Pretty much ES is leading, NQ is following. Back to the yeah, I mean if it matches your style, that's perfect then, right? That's why I always say there's more than a million ways to make profit in the market. As long as you're disciplined and as long as you're following your plan, that's all that matters. I mean, when you're scalping on the NQ, how many points are you going for? Like some people consider 10 points a scalp on the NQ, some people consider 5 points a scalp on the NQ. And then there's people that just want that quick 2 to 3 points on the NQ and done. Depends on the person. What's your opinion on a scalp for the NQ? 3 to 5. Yeah, sounds about right. Obviously, ES, everybody's on the same page. Scalp, just go for one quick point. 1 to 2 points as a scalp on the ES. I'm glad I canceled my order, right? Like when I like to go for these plays, I want it to hit immediately, bounce off. But if the bounce already happened before killing me, then I cancel my order because it just doesn't meet my criteria. Yeah, 2 point stop loss at NQ probably won't work because it's like it's very tough. You have to be very precise and enter to like the second, right? NQ just it's more volatile. I've seen more people get burned on the NQ than any other thing, man. They just they like the fact that it's so quick, but they forget that hey, like this can burn me pretty quick too. I've talked to so many people that had the same issue like when they burn. I mean, me personally too. I don't like the NQ that often because I've got burned in the past from it. That's why I stick with the ES, even though it's slower and it puts me to sleep sometimes. Where my money comes from. Hey, you're one of them. Don't worry, man. We're all on that same boat. A lot of people. 11:72 on 1 hour wig test. Okay. I don't mind pulling real quick. See where would you do the wig test on the 1 hour or 30 minutes? 1 hour. The wig test right there, right? That's nice, Chris. Congrats. So when you're going for your wig test, right? So what are you waiting for exactly? You're just so say right here, right? At 11:72, 11:72. Um, you wait for price to approach it and then break through it again a little bit, and then you just go for a quick scalp there. Okay. So once it breaks below that wick and then comes back up, that's when you're going for a long, right? At that 11:72, or are you getting long before that? Are you getting short? Okay. So what I meant here, I'll pull it up. So this is like the 1 hour candle on the NQ, right? Right here. I'm just trying to understand how you're doing the wick test and everything. And 1172 right here, this part right here, the low, the wick. So you're getting short once it comes back towards it, and then you're just getting for a quick 3 to 5 points right here off of the bounce off the wick, right? Okay, so you wait for to pull back and then you're testing the wick again. Okay. That makes sense. That's simple enough actually. Yes, we're still selling off. I'm kind of bored of this at the moment. You would have been stopped out with a mini contract. I mean, yeah, probably more points, right? Micros, you can give stuff more breathing room, but then it's like, how's your risk to reward ratio working out then? Oh yeah, right now the markets are volatile. That's what happens when you have high wicks to start out the day, right? The first 15 minutes were all high wicks, so it's like a bit of uncertainty, and then whichever direction you want to push through, it's going to push through hard. I have to listen to him again. 1 second. Yeah, so pretty much Powell is talking about, like, CDC, coronavirus, all the relief packages there. He's just getting questioned right now. We'll have some time before we get some good news out of it. But for Warren's question, I don't know the exact date, but I've been using for a long time now. Wait, are you talking about the scalp one, or are you just talking about the regular algo? Because for the regular algo, I've been using for a very long time. But oh, the scalp, it's very new. I built it out pretty recently. Because people, like, one of people from YouTube was asking about it, so I was messing around with it. I was able to build it out, and still a work in progress, right? But still works. So yeah, the scalp one is very, very new. I mean, I pretty much made it like this month. But the regular algo, where you're getting those big moves and everything, that's been around for a long time. Here, let me pull up the scalp algo. Wasn't really trading it with it today just because the way the market was reacting. Here's the scalp algo from this morning, right? Go from 8 o'clock. And with the scalp algo, all you're trying to do is go for the quick 1 point, which you obviously get. So over here, quick 1 point. Over here, another quick 1 point. Here, let me see. 5. Hey, you would have got filled for another point. And obviously we know we would have got filled for another point here. Yeah, but with this scalp algo is specifically made for the ES. You can use it on NQ as well, but like I prefer ES, as you know. Yeah, stop would be at the top of the signal candle unless, it's a pretty high candle, then you have to like use your own common sense and be like, hey, I'm not gonna risk like 10 points just for a quick 1 point, right? Yeah, I am waiting for the candle to close whenever I go for the scalp as well. So essentially, right here, we'll use this as a perfect example. I'll just zoom in, that way you guys can see. Bigger for analysis purposes. Take this candle. These are one of my favorite candles. I trade the Heikin-Ashi charts mainly. You guys know that. You guys see that all the time. So you get the signal. Nice no wick on top, right? This is a 5-minute candle. You can use it for 1 minute as well. I prefer 5 minutes because I know I can get that quick 1 minute 1 point move. And you just enter at the bottom of the candle, right? So the low of this candle was 33.08. You would get in at 33.08 short after the candle finishes. And then just going for that quick 1 point till 33.07, right? Here, right here. Quick 1 point. If you're trading 2 contracts like me, that'd be $100 every time. And then as far as a stop, you can easily simply trail it or just keep it at the high of that candle, right? And these are all quick moves. They should happen within like, I haven't really used the 1 minute chart too often. So, I mean, we can check it out right now. I know a lot of people like the 1 minute. We're getting another alert on the 1 minute forming, right? Now is a perfect example to show you. That's why I programmed it so that you have a visual while you're watching to see if it's forming. So right now it is forming, it's testing it, trying to understand the price and the movement. And at candle close, it will confirm it and it will stay there. So that's why I say wait for candle close. It has, 13 seconds left. Let's see if price can hold under. And we should get a little 1 minute move right here, right? Getting a little nice live action right here. See. So to go for that 1 point here, that's what we're targeting right here at the bottom. There you go. It filled. You could have made 1 point right there. It's a super easy system to follow. Just have to be waiting for it, right? And this is the 1 minute chart right now. And my preference to trading the scalp system is pretty much, enter at the low of the candle and then just go for that quick 1 point and make sure you're not getting like a doji candle or anything on the signal, or it's not a green candle for the Hiknashis. You're welcome, Warren. I'm happy I can help. Yeah, 1 minute you can trade. If you're trading in 1 minute, honestly, just trade the morning session, morning 2 hours. I think you'll be more than happy with it. Like you can see here, another 1 point, you would have got that. My only concern is with dojis, right? Even though you might get it, I don't like trading the doji candles. They're weak. Obviously, this was between that morning range, which I normally don't touch. Between 9:30 and 9:45, it's best to stay away, even though you can get very quick profits. Saw today, chopping around, chopping around, chopping around. So say you only got into moves after that 9:45 mark, right? So this was 9:45, that candle within the 1 minute. This is a very a doji type candle. I don't like that. But you could have still probably walked away with 1 point. Yeah, if you were your entry would have been at 33.1075, 11.75. It went all the way up to 12.50, so you would have been filled for that 1 point. Same thing here, 1 point. Obviously here it didn't break through, and you're looking for quick plays, right? You have to get filled on the next candle, or else you just cancel your position and then move on to the next alert, right? So here we didn't price didn't push down below it, so you wouldn't have got in. Cancel your order, wait for next alert. You got the next alert, another point. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If you got into every single scalp right after the 9:45 mark to avoid that high volume, high volatility time, you would have had 4 points of profit. You're usually on 6 to 8. Okay. I mean, I personally trade like after 9:45 just to not get stuck. But scalping before that 9:30 mark, it's not the best movement unless pre-market. You have to understand like what pre-market wants to do, right? Honestly, man, I used to scalp, but like I kind of just got tired of it a little bit. That's why I just built my algo is built for those big plays. So it's like I take that one trade, get the same profit that I would have got from taking every single scalp. But it's just my personal preference, right? I'd rather just have that one trade, like one trade a day, have those couple points come in, be done instead of like waiting around time. Because like before I started streaming, my days pretty much I would have my volume up high, I'd have my alert noise come up, I would run pretty much look at my screen then, place my order and let it run, and that'd be done. Right now, because I'm streaming, I show you the charts, I'm sitting in front of it more often, but the whole reason I built the algo system out was so I don't have to sit in front of my screen all the time. But if you're using the scalp system, obviously you have to be in front of your screen, especially if you're trading the 1 minute. After you've been looking at the charts for a couple years, you just kind of want to, you want a little bit of change. You want to start doing like some stuff and everything. So it's like, for me, the algo does the work for me. I just have to wait and follow the system, and I'm good. Scalp system, if you're trading in 1 minute, you obviously need to wait like in front of your screen all the time. But if you're trading, let's say you said between 6 and 8, right? 6 a.m. 6 a.m.'s right here. Obviously, you wouldn't have got in on this because it didn't pull through in the next candle, so cancel that order. You probably would have tried to get in on here. Let's see if you would have got a point. 33.13. I don't think. Yeah, this is where you wouldn't have gotten that point. Like between 6 and 8, like the volume's a lot lower. Price isn't trying to move, but when you're trading in the morning session after 9:45, price is moving, and like it's quick fills. When we're going for scalps, we want to make sure we are getting that quick fill. Boom, 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 boom. It's like with these, like you might have to wait. It might go against you. It might chop around. That's why I personally, for this system, when I was testing everything out, and I was doing a lot of back testing as well, and you see your best results really come after 9:45 because one, you avoid that crazy volatility, so you don't have to put high stop losses or get filled on your stops. Two, you can get those quick moves because the high volatility died down, but price still moves, right? And this is a perfect example of when you don't get in. See, it's how it says scalp buy, SB, scalp buy. The red candle, obviously, things don't match. See, SB, this candle needs to be green. If it's not green, don't get into it. And regardless, probably won't because you'd wait for that candle high, right? Around 8 o'clock, had one, but you didn't get filled in the next candle, so you cancel your order. 8:21, 307.75. Would have got that 1 point right there. There's one reason, like the volume, the way price moves before 9:45, 9:30, it's very different. That's the one reason I use this. I'm going to be using it after 9:45 because that's when you see better results, quicker moves. Like with the scalp system, like I would have taken like 4 or 5 trades throughout the morning. Yeah, I would have got like 400 profit. Or I could just wait for the enhanced trade to algo, the regular algo, not the scalp one, and then just wait for big move being one trade, catch that big wave, and be done, right? And like you guys saw yesterday, right? When you were watching the stream, it was like 575 a profit within one trade. All I had to do was wait. And that's why you always hear me saying patience pays. And that is true. So yeah, and we'll see you tomorrow. Right now, the market kind of just entered a little bit of a chop area. I mean, getting bored is just because, like, sometimes the market's kind of dull. But trying new strategies, it's kind of just fun for me, just because the one thing I've learned with trading is that you always have to be adapting and you always have to be learning. Sometimes you never know, right? You can add one of the strategy's elements from something else to your own, and then you pretty much like enhance everything. That's why I'm always open to learning other people's strategies, see what they're doing, and seeing, hey, will this work with mine, or well, is this a system I should be trying out? And that's just a mindset you have to have, right? If you're not constantly learning and updating, then you're gonna be stuck, and you'll be stuck behind. I still follow my system. I just gotta wait for it sometimes. Sometimes I get the alert like 8:30, and I'm like done before 9:30. Sometimes I get it like 11 o'clock, and I have to wait till 2 o'clock. But like I showed you the previous results, like with the algo, you have to be patient, but you're getting paid, right? Like for example, let me. Like we saw, like I was showing you guys yesterday from our results from the algo, right? Yeah, I have to wait a little while sometimes, but it pays out. And then as you start growing your account more and more, you can obviously increase your contract size and your net profit will increase. Maybe we can get a potential short move before 12, who knows, but right now it's kind of just, pump down, chop around, back and forth, and then we'll have to see. We're in those high volume areas right now, creating that new high volume node for the day. We're trying to, at least, right around here. High volume node for the day is still up here around 3309, but we might get that little flip. Might create a new high volume node for the day up down here around 3296 or 97. I think I might just hop off the stream for today, guys. I'll still have my charts open. If I take any trade and profit from it or lose from it, I will post it in the Discord in the profits chat, and you guys can see it there. But if I don't take any trade, I don't take any trade. I'm just gonna sit and wait for an alert to pop up for me. If not, it doesn't happen. Oh well. I'll be back here tomorrow. But if you guys are still trading, as always, wish you guys the best. Bring in those profits. And until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.